Patriots or the number 6 seeded Delta Rabbits as Grantsville, the 12 seed, upset number 4 Emory in overtime earlier today, 79-75. Number 1 Morgan beat number 8 Canyon View 67-43. And then, as you just saw and heard, number 2 Richfield beat number 7 Ogden 54-43. So right now, the 12, 1, and 2 seeds have moved on to the semis. We'll see if it's either the 3 or the 6 that joins those 3 teams tomorrow night here at SUU. And of course, the loser of this game will drop into the consolation bracket and play Ogden at this same time tomorrow afternoon. Ken, it's been a great first day so far and some great action here between these boys basketball teams.
Yeah, on the way down I listened to you and Coach Shakespeare do that first game with Emory. Boy, what a barn burner. Kind of really set the stage for this one as Grantsville, and that's what it's all about this time of year. You want to be playing your best basketball, and if you just get hot at the right time, and that's what's happened with Grantsville, to get in and get an upset like now. Delta's hoping to do the same thing right here. Pretty tall task with American Heritage. Just a good ball club they're going to face, and we'll talk more about that. But, yeah, it's been a great first day.
Yes, it has. Let's look at those news and notes coming into the game here inside this Snow College pregame show. And as always, we appreciate Snow College and their sponsorship of our broadcast. You've got it then through homework, bruised knees and bruised hearts. Now it's time for their next chapter, and they're looking to you to guide them with this important decision. At Snow College, your student will find a safe, welcoming community, professors who care, and opportunities to grow academically and personally. It's a place where they can discover who they are and where they are headed with your support along the way. Learn more at snow.edu. First off for Delta, they come in as the number 6 seed, a record of 13-9 on the year, 4-4 in region play. They are coached by first-year head coach Jaron Jeffrey. The American Heritage Patriots are the number 3 seed, a record of 17-7 on the season. They went 9-1 in region play and tied for the region title with the top-seeded Morgan Trojans, and they are coached by Poldo Winatana. And last game for Delta was a win against Carbon, 57-53. Delta jumped out to a big lead in this one. Carbon came roaring back and tied it late before Delta held on for the win in that one, Ken.
Yeah, in fact, that's probably as good a first half of basketball I've seen Delta play in quite some time. That second half, I don't know. Sometimes you come out of the break and you don't have as much. I don't know what it was. They got into some foul trouble.
Yeah.
But Carbon really played well. But I got to hand it to Delta because Carbon actually took a 1-point lead late. Delta battled, hung on, and got the win to get here. So a little momentum coming into this one.
In that game for the Rabbits, Kobe Driggs did have 16 points, a couple of three-pointers, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Brody Cleaver, 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals. And Bronco Bundy had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals for the Rabbits. For American Heritage, they beat North Sanpete pretty handily last week to get into this game with a 79-43 win. In that game for the Patriots, James Matson, 24 points with 2 rebounds. Josu Kajinga, 12 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. And Jackson Black had 2 points with 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals for the Patriots. Now, these two teams did play earlier this season as they squared off first game of the season for Delta and American Heritage. Delta won that game 76-68 on the road over the Patriots. Of course, American Heritage did not have Kajinga yet for him, and that's been a big factor for this team.
Oh, my goodness. Has he been an incredible factor? As he comes into this game, I was looking, he has really made a difference for them. He's a double-double machine every night. He gets them 18 points, 15 rebounds. That's a tough thing to deal with. Now, Delta up there, they've got to have the same recipe here today to win this game. They had 4 players in double figures. They had 2 more that had 8 points apiece. They got to do that again if they want to get a win against this high-powered offense.
Looking at that game, Mason Robinson and Bronco Bundy both had 16 points. They combined to make 7 3-pointers. Robinson also had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Bundy had 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then Jet Rollinson had 11 points with 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for the Rabbits. For American Heritage, James Matson, he is so good. 27 points, 4 3-pointers, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Christian Henshaw had 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And Kate Anderson had 12 points with 4 3-pointers for the Patriots. They've only played one time in their history, and that was earlier this year. So Delta leads the all-time series 1-0 over American Heritage. As far as common opponents goes, this is where it starts to lean American Heritage's way. Delta is 1-7 against common opponents, while American Heritage is 5-4 against those same teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at that and go, there's some games there that Delta really felt like they should have won. The Emory game, the Manti game. They were right there with Grantsville.
At least one of the Canyon View games.
Exactly. And so you look at that and go, yeah, the one thing I think Delta does have coming into this is a little bit of confidence because they did beat this team. Regardless, you don't look down the floor and say, oh, they got a new guy. You come in and say, hey, we've done this once already. We can do it again.
Yeah. And looking at the stats coming in to this game now for these two teams. First off for Delta, they're averaging about 56 points a game, giving up 51, while American Heritage is averaging 72 points a game and giving up 60. So they certainly want to play at a faster pace.
Yes, they do. And even playing at a faster pace, Robert, they're only averaging 11 turnovers a game. You'll take that in a high school team anytime, especially the way this team gets up and down the floor.
Yes. Other stats, 32 rebounds a game for Delta, 30 for American Heritage. The Rabbits average 11.5 assists compared to 15.5 for the Patriots. And Delta 11 steals, 10 steals a game for American Heritage. Delta averages 2 blocks while the Patriots average 3.5. And then turnovers, Delta averages 13.5 turnovers. As you said, Patriots averaging 11 on the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And so if you're Delta, you got to match that number. You can't turn it over here this afternoon because this team will run out on you. And so take care of the ball, keep that turnover number down.
Looking at the statistical leaders for these squads, for Delta, Kobe Driggs averaging nearly 13 points with 7.5 rebounds. Bronco Bundy, 10.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. And Mason Robinson averaging 10 points, 3 rebounds, and nearly 3 steals per game. For the Patriots, James Matson averaging 23.5 points, 2 3-pointers per game, 3.5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Then Josu Kajinga, 18 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And Jackson Black averages 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals in this one. Some milestones we could see tonight. Kobe Driggs needs 4 points for 400 in his career. And on the American Heritage sides, James Matson needs 23 for 850 in his career. And you think, oh, that's a lot, but he averages 23.5.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's
just a normal day for him.
Yeah, you're not a kid. The kid's a player. He'll be fun to watch tonight.
And American Heritage is favored by 11 points by Perry's Power Guide, 5 points by Max Preps. And they've won 7 straight coming into this one. Delta has won their last one. The winner moves on to play Richfield. The loser will drop to play Ogden tomorrow here at Southern Utah University. We'll start with the starters for the visiting seed, the designated visiting seed, Delta Rabbits. Here is Ken Nilsson.
Yeah, they're going to come with the shooting guard. That's Mason Robinson. He's a 5'11", wears number 0, averages 10 a game, gets him 3 rebounds, gets him a couple assists, a couple of steals. Also leads him in the 3-point shooting category. Jet Rollinson will be at the power forward. He's at 6'3", he's a senior, wears number 2. Brody Cleaver as well, very important in this ball game, brings some size at 6'4", averages 9 a game, wears number 11. Bronco Bundy, the point guard, at 6'3", averages double figures with 10 a game, wears number 12. And then as you mentioned in the middle, Kobe Driggs at 6'8". He's going to have to really have a game tonight. He's going to be matched up, obviously, with counterpart 6'8" as well. Kobe averaging 13 a game, shoots 56% from the field. He wears number 23. Jaron Jeffrey in his first year, the head coach. Of course, Brett Draper is the athletic director, with a shout out to Jason Thomas, a friend lost, and then also the principal, Mr. Rob Fowles. And
now the starters for the home-seeded American Heritage Patriots. First off, running number 2 is a junior guard, Jackson Black. Number 3 is a junior point guard, Dallin Castle. Number 12 is a sophomore wing, that is Cade Anderson. Number 21, a senior guard, James Matson. And the man in the middle, a junior forward, number 23, Josu Kajinga. And the Patriots are once again coached by Poldo Winatana and athletic director Yahosh Bonner. Of course, great player for Cedar.
Yeah.
Salt Lake Community College.
Yeah, good guy. He's been around for a long time and does a really nice job with that program up there. All their programs.
The famed Bonner family. And so it will be American Heritage in their home whites with the navy blue letters and numbers, red and blue trim. Delta in the road reds with the white letters and numbers. Kajinga will control the tip. And American Heritage will start with the basketball. Black comes right side high to Anderson. Anderson back up top to Castle. Now to Black as they play keep away up top off the screen. He'll drive in, look for Kajinga, not there. Goes right wing instead to Castle. Castle drives into the right hand. Got cut off. Passes left wing. Black goes down the lane for Madsen. And ball gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it remains Patriots ball. Yeah, Coach Jeffrey pleading his case.
Yeah, I was wondering whether to go which way on that. It was hard to see who it went off of, but Delta so far doing a nice job matching up here.
Pass comes into the corner, wide open 3 for Anderson, misses that one short. Rebound on the short corner by Cleaver. Tried to throw it off of Kajinga as he was falling out of bounds. It's taken away by Matson. He gets blocked by Driggs, but then Kajinga finishes over the front of the rim.
Yeah, unfortunate for Delta. It looked like they were going to have the ball going the other way. They tried to throw it off of him out of bounds. It just didn't ricochet the right way. And then you saw Kajinga, what he can do.
And now foul on Kajinga as Brody Cleaver hits the deck. That will be his first, team's first.
And that's going to be an interesting matchup down in there. Brody Cleaver is one of the more physical players for Delta, especially down in the post.
So it'll be Delta basketball on the baseline. Jet Rollinson will inbound. Looking for somebody, able to get it inside to Cleaver. Cleaver being triple team, creates some space, gets stripped on the way up. Kajinga has it. Down the floor he goes to Castle. Into the corner to Madsen. Pumps in the shot, dribbles in, kicks it back out. And holding out with it is Black. Into the corner, Madsen. Open three. Nothing but net. James Madsen with the peak performance chiropractic three-pointer.
You can't lose him, Robert. And Delta did that time. He comes across that bottom baseline, stepped out wide open.
Bundy gets a little bit rushed down the left side of the lane, misses off the glass, and the rebound taken by the Patriots. Castle the other way, goes right corner to Black. He'll go right to left, lost his footing and the basketball. Brody Cleaver has it.
Yeah, Delta did a nice job getting back there because it looked like they might get a transition bucket.
Mason Robinson, step back three on the right wing, off the back of the rim, no good. Kajinga the rebound.
Boy, they're going to have that today. They've got to knock some threes down to stay in this one.
5-0 Patriots early on the level group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. Right side high with it is Black. Guarded by Robinson, off the screen by Madsen. Kicks it left wing to Castle, into the corner to Anderson, open three. Anderson with the triple on the other side.
Great ball movement. It started on the right side, went across the left side, and again, another wide open look.
8-0 American Heritage. Robinson brings it up for Delta. Goes right corner to Bundy. He'll catch and shoot for three. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound, Rollinson. Delta will reset. Out to Driggs, up top to Bundy. Right wing, Robinson. Off a screen by Driggs. Pick and pop action with Driggs, and Driggs will be fouled on the drive by Cade Anderson. That'll be his first, team's second.
Yeah, they'll usually let you put one hand on the person, but if you get two on them, they're usually going to call that. That's what happened there. Just got two hands on Driggs as he was going down that right side.
8-0 American Heritage. Delta looking for their first points.
And need one right here. They just need this to help their confidence.
Rollinson passes out. Ball got tipped, and it's taken away by the Patriots. And ball is loose, but Kajinga gathers it. He'll go right wing to Castle.
You're going to see a lot of high ball screens right here. Just a little kind of a pick and roll.
Yep, pick and roll to Kajinga. Got everybody to fly by and finishes on the right side. And it's now 10-0 timeout called by Coach Jeffrey. It is a 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here. It's 10-0 though. American Heritage leads Delta on the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. Well, in the first game of the day, number 4 Emory got out to an 11-0 lead on Grantsville.
Okay.
Coach Riding from Delta, by the way. Coach Riding called timeout. And after that, kind of settled things down. And next thing you know, Grantsville comes out with an overtime win.
And that's what Coach Jeffrey's trying to do right here. Settle down, guys. Relax. It's one thing to be playing a team like this. First day of the state tournament, you come in with some jitters.
Yep.
But Delta has got to settle down. They've had a couple of pretty good looks. You got to knock the three down to bring the big guys out away from the basket.
Yep. So we'll see what he does on the timeout to try to get Delta back on track with that Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. Drew Bay Chevrolet and Delta, they make sure you get a no hassle vehicle buying experience at a price you're happy with on every vehicle that rolls off the lot. Some pressure now by American Heritage.
You notice, Robert, up here on the point in the pressure is Madsen, and if you look how long he is, he's 6'6", but he's longer than that.
Yeah. Driggs left open in the short corner, misses the 10-footer, and the rebound by Kajinga. In and out from Driggs.
Yeah, good luck right there. It just wouldn't go down for him.
So Patriots can add to their lead, up 10-0. Backing out to the timeline is Castle.
And this kid is very athletic. Watching him warm up, he can go up, dunk it with either hand.
Nothing on a backdoor cut underneath. Kajinga up top. Dribbles in against Driggs as he backs out. Kicks it left wing to Castle. Castle crosses. Tries to jump through and taken away by Cleaver. Nearly taken back as Robinson able to make a nice catch in traffic.
Yeah, one of their better defensive stands right there. I liked what Colby Driggs did.
Bundy drives left side, swatted by Kajinga. Driggs now up top to Rollinson for the straightaway three. Jet Rollinson, a peak performance chiropractic three-pointer, gets the Rabbits on the board.
Boy, did they need that one, and that's a nice look for Jet there to knock that down. Let's see what happens now if Delta kind of comes with a little more confidence.
Up top with it is Black. Now to Castle, right wing Black.
There comes your high screen.
Go up top to Madsen, guarded by Rollinson. Left wing Anderson. They switch the screen, up top Kajinga. Left open, he'll take the straightaway three. Kajinga knocks down the triple from straightaway.
And if you're Delta, you just got to live with that one, Robert. I don't know if I'd go out and contest that. I'd rather have him out there on the three-point line than down around the basket. Give him credit.
Bundy brings it up for the Rabbits. Trying to direct traffic. Goes left side high to Driggs. Bounces up top to Cleaver. Gonna drive left side off a screen all the way to the rim. Swatted by Kajinga off the glass. Anderson up ahead to Matson. Has the ball poked away, but he gets it back. Out to Black, pumps on the shot. Little pick and pop with Matson for three. Nothing but net. James Matson with 6 on that peak performance chiropractic three-pointer. 16-3 Patriots.
And he now has 52 threes on the year. The kid can shoot it out there.
Bronco Bundy with it, dribbling right side, gets in the lane, drift pass to Robinson in the corner for three. Off the rim, no good. Black the rebound, down the floor to Matson. Off and running, he slams it home. James Matson with 8. 18-3, American Heritage on top.
Yeah, he just leaked out behind everybody. Nobody saw him, and they couldn't get race him down. And again, there's that athleticism. 6'6", goes up and dunks it.
And ball gets knocked away, but Rollinson gathers it for Delta. Picks up his dribble. He'll come out to Bundy. Defense sagging. Bundy for three on the left side. Too hard. Robinson the offensive rebound from 16 feet off the left junction. No good off the glass. Gets he had his own rebound. Taken away though by Anderson and Coach Winnetana with a timeout called with 2:25 to go in the first quarter on the 11 group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. It's American Heritage 18, Delta 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network at Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So we come out of that Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. 15-point American Heritage lead here in the first quarter of this 3A boys quarterfinal game. Pressure now by the Rabbits. Some 1-2-2 half-court trap. Skip it high left side with Castle. They'll come back over to the near side. Checking into the game, McKay Chase for the Patriots. High post to Kajinga. Back to Chase as they play that four corners offense. Skip it left corner to Anderson. Out to Castle. Up top to Kajinga. To the corner to Anderson. Back out high right side to Chase. Into the corner to Anderson. Rises for three. Short off the rim. Rollinson the rebound for Delta.
Great defensive stand right there by the Rabbits. Kind of took American Heritage out of their offense just there for a minute. Forced them to shoot the long three. Nice job.
On the low block is Cleaver. Backing down Kajinga. Works through him. What a finish from Brody Cleaver on the right side.
Wow. Nice effort as he went around kind of up and under to get that bucket. That's got to help his confidence.
Kajinga goes high left side. Castle into the corner to Matson. Matson drives baseline. An easy finish on the left side with the right hand. He has 10.
Yeah, the weak side help was a little late getting there, and it was just an easy layup once he got by that initial defender out on the three-point line. 10, and there's still a minute to go in the quarter. Kids lighting it up.
Yeah. Rollinson off the screen. 20-5 American Heritage leads. Right side high to Robinson. Robinson works his way to the left side. Nothing there. Goes back out to Driggs on the right wing. Guarded tight by Anderson. Hands it off to Bundy. Bundy hesitates. Spins in the lane. Scoop with the right hand. Falls off the rim. Rebound battled for. And it's going to be eventually taken by Chase for the Patriots. Down to Matson. Matson on the right side. Gets the finish. He has 12.
And that's unfortunate. It looked like Bronco had the layup as the ball just wouldn't stay down for him. And then just like that, American Heritage gets a run out. That's how fast they are to get down the court.
Bodie Shirts and Corver Pace into the game for Delta as Cleaver and Robinson check out. 22-5 your score. American Heritage on top by 17. Pace right wing. Skips it left side to Schertz. He'll skip it back right side to Pace. Pace pull up for the straightaway three. Off the rim, no good. Kajinga the rebound.
Going to be interesting to see the stats we get at halftime on the three-point shooting. I think Delta's got the one is all so far.
10 seconds to go in the first quarter. 22-5 American Heritage. Yo-yoing high left side is Matson. He's going to cross over, driving at the right. Kick to the corner to Anderson for three. Knocks it down. Kate Anderson with a triple. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end on a Peak Performance Chiropractic three-pointer. Through one quarter of play on the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard, it's number 3 American Heritage 25, number 6 Delta 5 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
It's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore, and they continue to increase ways to serve their customers. Service Drug doesn't just do compounding, but they are equipped to do both regular and sterile compounding. They can help you reach your weight loss goals with custom-made weight loss injections. With delivery to Nephi, East Millard County, and surrounding areas, Service Drug has you taken care of. Call 435-864-2545 with any questions. Dedicated to your good health and good value, Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, to the second quarter we go here in Cedar City. Delta will have the basketball down 20 to start the second quarter. Corver Pace with it, drives left side down the lane. Bounces out to the wing now to Schertz. Schertz crosses over, lost it, but Pace picks it up for the Rabbits. He'll come back out as they reset. Gets cut off and hands out to Schertz. Right side high to Bundy. He'll rise for three over Kajinga. Missed it short off the rim. Rebound to the baseline. Saved by Driggs, but taken by Kajinga. But a foul called as Driggs went to the ground.
Yeah, I think he kind of got shoved there trying to save that one. So that's fortunate for the Rabbits as they'll keep possession. You know, Robert, in that first quarter, American Heritage, I've got them with, 5 threes?
Yep.
That gets them to 193s on the year. They can just flat out shoot it.
Bounce pass into Bronco Bundy. Jet Rollinson, Brody Cleaver both back into the game. Bundy dribbling baseline, got cut off, and an offensive foul called. Nope, he stepped out of bounds, excuse me.
Okay. I was going to say, wow, it was a tough one if it was an offensive foul, but
I think that he passed in the corner to Pace, I think, who hadn't reestablished himself inbounds.
There you go.
He ran on the baseline out of bounds to get to the corner. Black with it, comes up top to Anderson, right side high to Chase. Up to Matson off the elevator screen, goes off the screen by Kajinga, gets hedged out to the wing to Anderson, back to Matson. Rejects the screen, now uses the screen to Kajinga, right side to Black. Black backs out, gonna go right to left, dumps it off underneath to Kajinga, puts up the shot, no good, and the rebound to Corver Pace.
Yeah, nice job there by Brody Cleaver to keep that position, not let him get any closer to the basket.
Pace tries to drive through, lost the handle, taken away by the Patriots. American Heritage the other way. Kajinga backs out, skips it left corner to Anderson. Pumps, dribbles in at the right, nothing there. Up top to Black, straight away three. Off the rim, no good. And rebound poked out. Rollinson has it for Delta.
Yeah, nice job there on the box out to kind of keep him away there. Now Delta's got to come up with some offense right here.
Pace drives all the way in, high off the glass, trying to get it over Kajinga. He got a hand on it, no good, and the rebound to the Patriots.
God, he's just such a rim protector. It's hard to get it over the top of him.
Three-pointer from Anderson on the left corner, knocks it down. Kate Anderson with his third Peak Performance Chiropractic three-pointer of the game.
Averages 9 points a game. He's already got those 9 with those 3 threes here early in this one.
Timeout called by Coach Jeffrey. Full timeout. We'll take the Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout with him. Drew Bay Chevrolet and Delta get a no-hassle vehicle buying experience at a price you're happy with on every vehicle that rolls off the lot at Drew Bay Chevrolet. 6:05 to go in the first half. On the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard, American Heritage 28, Delta 5 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Coveview Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So we come out of that Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. 28-5. American Heritage leads Delta. Bronco Bundy with it. He's going to drive right side all the way to the rim. Blocked and a foul called. Free throws coming for Bundy.
And everything at the rim is being contested by Kajinga, and why not? So what Delta's got to do is they've got to swing the ball from one side to the other, and somebody's got to pin him on this side, not to let him get over to block shots like that.
Foul called on Dallin Castle. His first. Team's at second this quarter. And Bundy gets the first one to go. His first point of the game.
Sometimes you get to the free throw line, you see the ball go through the rim, gives you a little more confidence, maybe opens that basket up a little more for you.
Caden Colsty for Delta checked in during that timeout as Bundy hits them both.
And Caden brings you instant energy. He's a great defensive player. He'll get after it out there.
Up the floor comes Jackson Black. Guarded by Colsty. Goes right side high to Castle. Cut off from the drive, tries to go back door, and a foul will be called on Jet Rollinson as he held him up, gave him a little push.
You know, he's looking at this stat. Between Cade Anderson and James Matson coming into this game, they had 110 threes between the two of them. Already in the game, those two have 5.
Yeah, they're shooters. Kajinga hands it off to Black. Off the screen, he goes high to Matson. Hands off to Castle. Castle goes down the lane off the right side, missed it short. Driggs the rebound for the Rabbits.
Yeah, Bronco Bundy did a nice job staying with him and contesting that all the way to the rim.
Kobe Driggs, transition three, high arch, off the rim, no good. And the rebound to the Patriots.
Yeah, boy, Delta just can't get the three ball to go here today.
Matson high on the left side. Crosses over as he rejects the screen. Kick to the corner to Chase. He'll drive baseline. Drift pass to Castle. Castle right to left in the lane. Spins and traveled.
This offense, Robert, everything is predicated on high ball screen, drive, and if the help comes, you kick for the three. If it doesn't, you're going right to the front of the rim. They've been very effective with it here today.
Somewhat 1-2-2 half-court trap here by the Patriots. Bundy walks it up. Kick pass to the left wing to Colsty. Low block into Driggs. Driggs working on Kajinga. Puts it up over with the right hand. No good. Kajinga the rebound.
I don't mind that shot. He needs to just shoot it with confidence. He's 6'8" as well. Go up high and just lay that over the top.
Across the timeline comes Black. Out to Matson. To the corner to Castle. Pick and roll action. A little slip screen for James Matson. He has 14 points here in the first half.
Well, how smart is he? Comes for the pick. Notices that two players stay, so he just rolls to the basket. It's an easy catch and layup.
Bundy, left corner to Driggs. Driggs goes left to right into the lane. Scoop with the right hand, off the glass, no good, and the rebound taken by Chase. Off the floor it comes to Matson. Back out to Chase as they reset. 30-7. American Heritage leads Delta here in the first half of this 3A boys quarterfinal. Left side high with it is Black. Off the curl, he gets it to Matson, but a foul called on Bronco Bundy as he ran through the screen of Dallin Castle.
And I don't mind that. You know, as a coach, you'll take that foul. Everybody's getting picked high on that high ball screen. Bronco said, I'm just going to run through it this time. So he takes the foul, goes through it, and maybe just establishes that, hey, I can play physical ball here. And so they've got to get a little more physical to stay in this one.
Robinson into the game for Bundy. Skip pass over to Anderson. Anderson drives through, gets tied up by Colsty. Nothing called. They kick it back out. Now Matson with it. Will reset. Goes off the screen, high to Castle. Backdoor pass inside, knocked away by Colsty, but picked up by Anderson. Out to Chase for three. McKay Chase with a peak performance chiropractic three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too bad because it looked like Delta had a nice stop there, and the ball just bounced the right way, and it's another three. Everything is falling.
Jacob Fulmer, by the way, checked into the game for American Heritage for the first time. Robinson right side high. Dribbles in as he got cut off, reverses it out to Bodie Schertz. Schertz crosses, gets in the lane, spins, up and under against Castle, lost the basketball out of bounds, American Heritage ball.
Yeah, and I think that's a matchup that Delta can use right there. I think Schertz, with his height and athleticism, he can get inside and shoot that. I don't mind him going in there with the ball.
33-7. Big lead right now for the Patriots, 26 points. Fulmer backing down Driggs, picks it up and comes out to Matson. Matson drives right side, hangs in the air, off the glass and in. Matson with 16.
And you notice nobody stepped over as he got free down the lane. Everybody was just late trying to get there. And Delta's got to recognize that. You've got to help on him. I know they're knocking the three ball down, but you can't let him get to the rim.
And now Anderson blocks the three of Robinson. Driggs comes up with it for Delta. Left open. He'll take the 15-footer from the free throw line. No good off the rim. And Matson the rebound.
Everybody left him. So he said thank you, but just wouldn't go down for him.
Now back to the way. Castle crosses over into the corner to Anderson for three. Knocks it down again. Cade Anderson with his fourth peak performance chiropractic three-pointer of the game, and it's a 31-point American Heritage lead.
That's 8 threes in the first half. They can just shoot it. Oh, it's just a clinic out there for American Heritage.
Schertz pull up 14-footer from the right junction and knocks it down. Bodie Schertz with his first points.
I'm talking about right there. He's very athletic. He can get up and shoot that. I'm happy for Bodie. He needs to go ahead and let it fly.
38-9. Patriots on top. 1:40 to go here in the first half. Up top, Matson. And a foul will be called.
On who?
Looks like Caden Colsty going to pick up the foul.
He took the worst of it, but he picks up the foul.
That'll be his first. Team's third this quarter.
Yeah, good sportsmanship as American Heritage player reaches down, picks him up.
Bundy into the game for Schertz. Luke Skaggs, it comes in for the first time for American Heritage, and Kajinga back in as well. Comes in for Jacob Fulmer.
One of the best big men that Delta has seen this year in Kajinga. Delta's usually, I'll let you call this one, Robert.
Yeah, still by Jet Rollinson. He's trying to beat everybody down the floor, puts it up against Matson and draws the foul. So it'll send Jet Rollinson to the free throw line to shoot two.
Yeah, nice effort by Jet. I was just going to say, for a good number, maybe a majority of the games this year for Delta, they've had the height advantage as they go 6'8", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3". But here today, equally matched by American Heritage. They're 6'8", 6'6", 6'4", 6'4".
Yeah. Rollinson misses the first one off the rim. A minute and a half to go here in half number one. 38-9. Patriots lead the Rabbits. Second free throw no good, and the rebound goes to Kajinga.
You can see why he averages 15 boards a game.
Yeah. Matson brings it up. Guarded by Rollinson. Pass up top to Skaggs. Works his way to the right wing with a handoff to Castle. Guarded by Bundy. Comes off the screen by Kajinga. Curls down the left side of the lane. Pumps. Steps to his right. Puts it up off the glass and in. Dallin Castle with his first points.
Boy, Bronco did everything possible to keep him from the basket. And he somehow stepped through underneath, gets the layup.
40-9, American Heritage leads. Under a minute to go here in the first half on the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. Left wing Bundy, driving baseline, gets inside. Pass to the corner to Colsty. Up top to Rollinson, pumps, dribbles to his left, to the corner to Robinson. Open three on the way, off the rim, no good. And a foul on the rebound will go against, I believe, Colsty. Yes, it will. So Caden Colsty picks up his second, fourth team foul.
And one of the better looks for Delta right there. As they had a wide open three from that corner, and it's just not going down.
Bodie Schertz into the game for Colsty.
Delta comes into this game. They shoot about 25% from the threes. There's nights that they can knock them down. There's nights they go cold. They've got 120 threes on the year. In fact, Mason Robinson has 42 threes. Just needs to see it go through the basket one time here, and maybe that'll get him going.
Quentin Hunsaker into the game now for American Heritage. Castle near the timeline. Shot clock and game clock are virtually identical.
Yep.
Castle guarded by Robinson.
There comes your high screen.
Castle crosses, going to drive into the left hand. Ball poked away. It's on the ground, and a foul will be called against American Heritage on the diving attempt by Castle. So Castle will pick up his second, fourth team foul.
Oh, good job there by Delta to kind of obviously disrupt that. Let's see if Delta can get something. They have plenty of time. You can get 2 or 3 bounces out of this and then get a shot up. And if they're not going to come out and challenge right here, yeah, move on up before you catch it.
Cove Hansen into the game for the Patriots. Robinson at the horn, off the back of the rim, no good. And at the end of 2 quarters of play on the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard, it's number 3 American Heritage 40, number 6 Delta 9. We'll take the break and come back with our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Hi, I'm Brady Nielsen, owner of Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. We believe buying a car should be simple and honest, with no pressure, no gimmicks, and no surprises. We keep our fees low, and with the lowest sales tax rate in Utah, your dollar goes further. We've got a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, with a team that strives for world-class service with a hometown feeling. Come see why people visit us to buy their new vehicle. Experience a better way at Drew Bay Chevrolet.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Delta Community Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Southern Utah University's America First Event Center on the campus of SUU. It's a 40-9 halftime score. American Heritage leads Delta. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show, supporting our youth in their efforts to develop new talents and passions, paving the way to success. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. Ken, all American Heritage in this first half.
You know, we were talking during the break. We knew this was going to be a tall task for Delta because of the offensive firepower that American Heritage brings. And then when you add in Kajinga into the whole mix, this is a tough team. Defensively, they're long, they're athletic. Kajinga has probably got, 4 blocks maybe already? Maybe you can see there, but He's a rim protector, and Delta so far just has not been able to shoot the ball well, even when they've had the clean looks. And I'm sure you'll go through that here in a minute.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at those first half stats. You can appreciate Brad James for providing those for us here today. First off, American Heritage, 16 points from James Matson in this first half, 12 from Kate Anderson, as they've combined for 6 3-pointers in half number one. And Matson is 7 for 7 from the field.
My goodness.
Overall.
Yeah, that kid's a player. We knew that coming in. Averaging 24 a game. He's already at 16. Wow.
Yeah. And Kajinga has 7 points with 6 rebounds. He does have, Brad has enough for 2 blocks. I would agree. I think he's more than that. But, yeah, big first half for Kajinga. And 3 points for McKay Chase off the bench with 3 rebounds. 2 points for Dallin Castle with 3 assists. They're shooting 76% from the floor, 73% from 3 at 8 for 11, and then have not taken a free throw.
My goodness, those are numbers that are they're astonishing. A team to come out here and shoot the ball like that, especially from 3. What were they, 8 for 11?
8 for 11.
That's just absolutely phenomenal what they're shooting. And you compare that to Delta's numbers right now, who, boy, they just can't seem to buy a basket down in there. And I know you're going to touch on that here in just a moment, too.
Yeah, those of you watching get to see those for you here. First off, looking at the Rabbits, they are led in this one. 3 points from Jet Rollinson, 2 points apiece for Brody Cleaver, Bronco Bundy, and Bodie Schertz. As a team, they're shooting 13% from the floor, 11% from 3. So they're 1 for 9 from 3, and then they're 2 for 14 from 2.
Yeah, my mom told me that'd be nice like that. Every once in a while, you're going to come home kind of beat up and wondering what happened. And so what do? You go in the locker room and you say, okay, it's got to get better, right?
Yeah.
So let's try and execute a little bit better. Defensively, we've had some good stands. We've got to have that every time down the floor. You'd hope that American Heritage can't keep shooting the ball as well as they are.
Yeah.
But they're just phenomenal. I've been so impressed with the way they play. As I mentioned, everything's high ball screen, drive to the basket, look and kick, and everybody's knocking down their shots.
Yeah.
And so you just got to come out and do what you can.
Delta has actually taken more shots than American Heritage, 23 to 21, and then they've also taken 4 free throws to 0. So that's 5 more shot attempts up for Delta than American Heritage, but they've made 13 less shots, so that makes it tough. But looking at the rebounds, 16 to 10, American Heritage leads Delta there. Delta does have 5 offensive to 0 for the Patriots, and turnovers in this first half. It is currently 5 for American Heritage and 6 for Delta, so neither team really turning it over much.
There's a bright spot.
Yeah.
You haven't turned the ball over, which means you're getting the ball up the floor and you're getting looks. You just got to convert.
Yep. So there's your first half stats in this one. Once again, it is 40 to 9, your halftime score. American Heritage leads at Delta inside the Jones and Emil Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones and Emil Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. Let's give you a Signature Real Estate score update. Looking to buy or sell your home, land, or water? Well, count on Signature Real Estate for your real estate solutions. Check them out online at signaturerealestate.com, the most recognized name in Millard County real estate. And earlier today it was Grantsville beating Emory 79-75 in overtime to advance to the semis. And Morgan beat Canyonview 67-43. And then just before this one, Richfield beat Ogden 54-43. So the first 3 semifinalists are Grantsville, Morgan, and Richfield. American Heritage well on their way to becoming the final semifinalist. Delta going to do everything they can to mount a massive comeback here in the second half. 40 to 9, your halftime score on the Levitt Group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. We'll take the break. Second half action coming up next from SUU on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centracom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Bose Auto Parts is a locally owned company, and their mission is to be the leading parts provider by serving their customers, team members, and communities through hard work, integrity, and striving for excellence. Bose Auto Parts has 5 key locations across Utah: St. George, Cedar City, Beaver, Mount Pleasant, and Saratoga Springs. Bose delivers to wherever you are and community you might be in. Between their stores, they have won 16 Platinum Awards, 4 Best of Iron County, 3 Best of Southern Utah, 2 Best Places to Work. That's Bose Auto Parts.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University as we go to the second half. A 31-point halftime lead for American Heritage, 40-9 over the Delta Rabbits. And it will be American Heritage basketball to start half number 2. What keys do you see for these two teams coming into this second half?
Well, if you're American Heritage, more of the same. They are on point here today. Delta, they got to ratchet up the defense a little bit more. They've got to create more than just 5 turnovers on this team. Yeah. And then let's get some open shots, see if you can knock those down. You know what? Let's I'm not sure what happened right there. I was going to say, well, let's see, you know what?
Quick foul on Brody Cleaver on that action.
You're probably not going to make up 31 points, but you know what? You're playing for some pride and kind of get yourself into rhythm for tomorrow as well. And I'm not giving up here already, but I'm just saying, got to just kind of ratchet things up a little bit here.
Up top with it is Anderson, driving right side, got cut off by Cleaver. He'll pass it out to Matson. Matson off the screen by Kajinga, crosses, cut off on the spin, kicks it to the corner to Anderson. Anderson right to left, out to the wing to Castle. Castle off the screen by Anderson, little pick and pop action, he'll cross over. Cleaver pokes the ball away, dives for it, and tries to pass it to Rollins, and he couldn't handle it, but Bundy picks it up. So wow. Delta will have it.
That's what I was just talking about right there. Get after it, see if you can create some turnovers, and they do, first possession.
Robinson low block into Cleaver, puts it up, whoa. No good. Coach Jeffrey pleading for the goaltending call. A foul will be called, and the crowd and the Delta fan, they will count the basket, so a goaltending on Kajinga and the foul that was also called.
I was going to say, I'd be real surprised if they didn't count that, as I think Kajinga got it after it got on the glass, but that shows you his athleticism to get up there and take that ball off the glass like that.
Yes. I didn't see who they called the foul on. Didn't hear him say anything. As Cleaver makes the and one, he has 5 points to lead Delta, 40-12 your score.
Yeah, I'm not sure either on that either.
They announced who made the basket, but not who committed the foul.
Yep.
Right side high with it is Castle. Goes to the wing to Matson. Matson off the screen by Kajinga. Spins, nothing there. Kicks it to the corner to Anderson. Open 3. Anderson with his 5th peak performance, chiropractic three-pointer of the game.
Man, and again, Delta's trying. They're trying to come over, hedge over, try and stop the drive, and you give up something. Happens to be the three-pointer, and they're just knocking them down.
Cleaver pumps, going to drive into the right side. Blocked on the shot by Kajinga, and it'll be out of bounds off of the Patriots. Delta ball.
And he's so good back there, the rim protector. He knows when to come, and here he comes, gets up, and takes that. His head's up near the bank board.
Yeah. And he's able to come away with this one here, 43-12 your score. Patriots ball. Castle works his way high right side. Coach Winatana directing traffic. Castle going to drive in against Bundy. Lost the handle, regathers in the gutter, and he traveled and then double dribbled.
I was going to say, take your pick, because, yeah, he dribbled it down, picked it up, and then dribbled again. But again, nice job, Bronco Bundy there, staying with him all the way to the rim.
43-12. American Heritage on top. Mason Robinson off the screen by Cleaver. Gets in the lane. Nothing there. He'll put up the 10-foot shot, blocked by Kajinga again. McKay Chase comes away with it for the Patriots.
And that was right at the top of the arc. Wow.
Now Kajinga lost the handle on it, regathers, has the ball poked away again, being triple teamed. He'll kick it right wing to Matson, into the corner to Castle for three. Misses that one off the rim. No good. Robinson the rebound for the Rabbits.
Yeah, and an unusual miss right there for American Heritage. But now Delta feeling a little bit of momentum kind of crawling here into the game.
High post Driggs. Dribbles in, steps through, puts the shot blocked. Bundy comes down with it. Bounce inside to Rollinson. Rollinson backs out to the wing to Bundy. Bundy off the screen by Driggs, steps into a three, knocks it down. Bronco Bundy with a peak performance chiropractic three-pointer. And the Patriots have, I think it's Matson on the ground, and the official comes over to talk to him and Brody Cleaver.
Okay, and I like that kind of officiating. We've seen this in the past where they'll throw a double foul. I'd rather do what he just did there. Goes over, talks to both of them, says, "Hey, got to be careful here. Clean it up."
Chase right side high. Off the screen by Kajinga. Backs out as Robinson over the top of it. Pass to the right junction. Backdoor cut stolen by Bundy.
Complete different look here from Delta here in this third quarter.
Yeah, a lot different defense.
Yep.
Bundy off the screen. Picks up his dribble. Looks for some help. He'll get it to Robinson, high left side. And now a foul will be called as Driggs and Kajinga got tangled up. Going to be a double foul. Oh, excuse me. They call it on Bundy and Castle getting tangled up. So, yeah, you can see some shoving right there.
Hey.
So Bundy picks up his second. Castle picks up his fourth.
Oh, wow.
Mason Robinson with it. Goes left wing to Bodie Schertz, who just checked in. Schertz blocked by Kajinga, but draws the foul. Free throws coming for Schertz as Cade Anderson will pick up his second foul.
And again, I like Bodie's aggressiveness there. Got one man in the air, went by, pulled up for the next shot, and picked up the foul.
So Schertz heads to the free throw line to shoot two. Caden Colsty also into the game for Delta, as Schertz misses the first one to the right. Matson into the game for Castle.
I think even at the free throw line, people were thinking, here comes Kajinga to block it out of the air. He has just been all over in front of that rim tonight.
Cove Hansen into the game for the Patriots. Schertz misses the second free throw. The rebound goes to Kajinga.
Yeah, right up by the rim. Kid's impressive.
43-15, Matson up top. Hands left wing to Hansen. Up top to Kajinga. Passes it out. Chase going to drive left side, dumps it across underneath to Hansen. Ball's loose. Hansen able to corral it. Tries to pass it out, and a timeout called by Coach Winnetana first. So a Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. We'll take it with him. 4:11 to go in the third quarter on the Levitt Group of Delta and Fillmore. Scoreboard, American Heritage 43, Delta 15 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Back here out of the Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout, Robert Lovell with you alongside Ken Nielsen. As we come out of the break, it'll be Patriots basketball on the baseline.
Much better effort, though, here in this third quarter by the Rabbits. They just look more confident. They've made some shots, and they've been better defensively here.
Yes.
And almost had another stop on that last, before that timeout. But I like the effort now.
I'm not sure what's...
Some water down there on the floor in front of American Heritage bench.
They pass it out to Hansen up top. Coach Winnetana directing traffic. Guarded by Bundy. Passed out to Matson on the logo. And puts up a long shot at the end of the shot clock. No good. And the rebound taken by Driggs.
Yeah, nicely done by Colby. Took a little contact there. Let's see if Delta can capitalize right here.
Bundy transition three. Missed it short. Long rebound. It's on the ground. Both teams dive for it. And possession arrow favors the Rabbits.
Yeah, great effort. Both teams getting on the floor after that one. That'd have been big for Bronco to knock that one.
Corver Pace into the game for the Rabbits. Caden Colsty comes out. Bodie Shirts to inbound. Passes out to Robinson. Up top to Driggs. Right wing for Bundy off his hand. He saves it. Drives baseline, weaves through traffic, puts his body into Kajinga, misses it, but gets his own tip in. Bronco Bundy with 7.
Wow, great effort by Bronco. Kind of took some contact that time, but stayed with it, went right back up and just tipped that right back in the basket.
Chase drives left side, fakes the pass, now kicks to the corner. They swing it out to Anderson for 3, and he knocks it down again. 18 points for Cade Anderson, all from the Peak Performance Chiropractic three-point line.
And great ball movement. That ball kicked to the corner, and immediately it was shoveled out to him for a wide open look. They are really sharing the ball well.
Bundy kicks it out to Driggs. He'll rise for 3 from the wing. Knocks it down. Kobe Driggs with a Peak Performance Chiropractic three-pointer for his first points.
Yeah, maybe that'll get Kobe going now. It was nice to see him knock that down.
Hansen with a left-hand drive. Got past the defense for the left side lay-in.
Kobe was coming a little bit late there. He got up and actually hit the rim with his wrist as he went by. Could not get over quick enough to stop that one.
48-20 your score. American Heritage leads on the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. Low block, Driggs working on Kajinga, backing him down, pumps, steps through him, puts it up, blocked. Anderson has it for the Patriots. Up the floor comes American Heritage, into the corner to Chase. Now to Anderson. Guarded tight by Robinson.
And they don't mind taking the shot clock all the way down. They'll run through their offense. You see all the cutters that'll flash to the basket.
Ball's loose. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch off the leg of Driggs. American Heritage ball. Jet Rollinson back in for Delta as Shirts comes out. And Luke Skaggs comes in for American Heritage as Kajinga comes out.
So now you try to take advantage of it and get down inside on the offensive end.
Matson catch and shoot 3. Missed it short. Robinson the rebound for Delta.
Yeah, nice job there by Mason. Slip in there and get that offensive board.
Not
now
bad.
I'd say, yeah, post Kobe down there now.
They try to get it inside. Both Driggs and Rollinson, though, are posted up right next to each other, which makes it tough.
Makes it a little hard left. Fortunately, they got a foul called there. Now what they'll do is they'll take James Matson, who's 6'6". They'll put him down there on Kobe.
Rollinson turnaround 6-footer air ball, gets his own rebound. Spins against the defense, puts it up through the double team, missed it short, and Hansen the rebound for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think he was hoping for some contact and just didn't get a whistle there. And so, nice effort, just got to capitalize.
Right side high, Matson. Dribbles in against Bundy. 10-footer, no good, rebound to Driggs. Pace the other way now for Delta. Picks it up in the corner.
They got Bronco posting down there now.
Coach Jeffrey going to use a Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 1:35 to go in the third quarter on the Levitt group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. American Heritage 48, Delta 20. But a much more competitive third quarter here.
Oh, so much better look for the Rabbits here coming out in this third quarter. And they played much harder on the defensive end. They've turned them over 2 or 3 times, knocked a couple of shots down. They seem to be a little less intimidated down inside. And so, yeah, I like the effort there. Just a big hill to climb.
Yeah, very true. You got a good look at that one right there. That take by Bronco Bundy, those of you watching on Centracom Team High. And creating that contact into Kajinga to create the space.
Yep, absolutely. And still, you've got Kobe Driggs now with a little bit of a height advantage. They'll have him down low. Let's see if they don't try to work the ball to him.
They'll pass it out to Driggs on the logo. He's going to dribble in against the defense all the way to the rim. Scoop with the right hand. Wave it off.
Oh, boy.
Offensive foul called on Driggs.
And you know what? Coach Jaron Jeffrey's going to take that all day. You have your big guy go hard to the basket like that, you like it. If you're in the college game, that's an and one because it was inside that little cylinder, but not in the high school game.
Right. Up top with it is Fulmer. Goes left wing to Skaggs. They swing it out to Matson. Hands off on the wing to Hansen. He'll curl in the lane, right to left. Blocked and a foul called. And Cove Hansen will shoot the first free throws of the day for the Patriots. Kobe Driggs picks up his second, third team foul.
Yeah, going to get Cody Cleaver back in the game too to bring a little more size inside.
Excuse me, that's a fourth team foul. Got the first one. Got Cleaver. Well, we're going to make it bring Cleaver for Driggs. So,
you know, the thing that's also a little bit scary about this American Heritage team of the 5 starters, only 1 senior. They bring everybody else back.
Second free throw is good from Hansen.
It happens to be their leading scorer, James Matson, but still, a lot of experience will be back next year.
Bronco Bundy drives left side and draws the foul on the way up. Free throws coming for Bundy.
Bronco much more offensive-minded here in the second half. He's got 7, a chance to get to 9 right here.
It's the second on James Matson. 5th team foul. Bundy is 2 for 2 in the game. In and out on the first one.
And I got to throw some thank yous to the Delta crowd. You look here, Robert, there's a great crowd here from Delta down below us here. Across the way, they've brought the fans here. Of course, it helps when you've got both of your teams in the tournament as well.
Bundy gets the bounce on the second one. Delta girls will be playing later in the quarterfinal as the number 1 seed.
Delta's had great support from the community this year for both teams, and I certainly want to call that out. Tell our community thank you so much for that.
McKay Chase with it. High left side, guarded by Robinson. Off the screen, he'll come out to Matson. Hands off on the wing to Skaggs. Up top, Fulmer. Fulmer going to drive left side. Got cut off. Comes out to Chase. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Bundy the rebound for Delta.
Delta played it perfectly there. They got back. They hedged, got out, got back to the shooter.
Bundy goes all the way. Got it to go. Bronco Bundy with 10.
Great effort all the way to the hoop there as he just muscled his way up. He's just such a strong kid. You can see how physical he is.
Matson high on the left side, guarded by Bundy. Shot clock turned off. 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. 50-23, American Heritage leads Delta.
Delta would love to get a stop here going into the fourth quarter. Again, a big hill, but they'll sure feel a lot better about themselves after this quarter.
Matson creates space. Offensive foul called as Bundy draws the charge. That'll be the third on James Matson.
Yeah, nice job there to just hold his ground, take the bump. Got the call from the official.
1.5 seconds. Bundy is going to be blocked as he tried to put it up from nearly half court. And at the end of 3 quarters of play on the Levitt Group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard, it is number 3 American Heritage 50, number 6 at Delta 23. Final 8 minutes when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the American First Event Center at Southern Utah University. 50-23 your score as we go into the fourth quarter. American Heritage leading Delta. And it will be American Heritage basketball coming out of the quarter break.
And Coach Jeffries certainly got to be a lot happier with the effort from his kids there in that third quarter. As it's kind of a win for him, at least for the quarter.
Yeah.
Kind of get him going here. Let's see what happens this fourth quarter.
McKay Chase with the basketball. He'll go high to Fulmer. Backdoor cut looking for Hansen, stolen by Cleaver. Delta the other way. Cleaver spins down the lane all the way to the rim. No good, but free throws coming for Brody Cleaver.
Yeah, nice job by Brody there to spin move, get to the bucket. And granted, American Heritage has got some key people sitting on the bench right now. And so Delta, I think they can make a little run here, make this score a little more respectable.
In and out on the free throw.
That doesn't help.
Nope. Luke Skaggs picked up his second foul, first team foul this quarter on the Patriots.
Although James Matson on the floor still, and that kid, boy, what a scorer he is.
Yeah, he stayed in there the whole time.
Yeah, between Matson and Cade Anderson, they've got 34 of the 50. And, Anderson came in averaging 9, got 18, doubled his output.
Yeah. Left side high is Chase. Skips it up top to Hansen. Guarded by Schertz. He'll drive left side, kick to the corner. Skaggs now comes back out to the wing to Chase. Under 15 on the shot clock. Back up top to Skaggs. Swing it right wing Hansen out to Matson. Matson drives into the left hand. To the corner to Chase. Catch and shoot three. McKay Chase, a peak performance chiropractic three-pointer, his second of the game.
Yeah, he has 23 threes on the year, so he can shoot it, but that's his second three, and he's over his average now for the year with 6.
Yeah. Driving left side is Kolste, swatted out of bounds by Hansen. Remains Delta ball on the baseline.
Yeah, the blocks here today are impressive. I'm sure they're obviously in double figures, but they contest everything at the rim due does American Heritage.
Bundy and Driggs back in for Delta. Driggs for three from the left corner, short off the rim, and the rebound taken by Skaggs.
Yeah, quick catch and shoot right there, just wouldn't go down for him.
Up the floor come the Patriots. Chase hands off to Hansen. Hansen spins down the lane. Picks up his dribble, comes out to the wing to Fulmer. Fulmer cut off on the drive by Cleaver. Skips it out to Matson. Guarded by Bundy. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
I was just going to say, they're going to take this all the way down again.
He spins, scoop with the right hand, off the rim, no good. Rebound battled for and a foul called on American Heritage.
Great effort there by Delta to seal that off. Matson tried to finger roll it up over the front of the rim. And then you got Mason Robinson, who's very athletic, goes up and gets that one.
Cove Hansen picks up the foul. It's his first, second team. Cade Anderson to the game for James Matson.
Yeah, and I got to give credit, honestly, to Coach Winatana. Going to get some of his star players out, give them a break here. Doesn't want to risk any injury with them, and they put up enough points, obviously.
Yeah. Left corner with it, Rollinson. Fake right, dribbles left, cut off on the baseline. Trying to step through, nothing there. Comes out to the wing to Bundy. Bundy drives in, puts it up with the right hand, off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound taken by Skaggs for the Patriots.
Yeah,
he'll bring it the other way. Down the lane to Anderson, draws the foul, no good on the shot, but free throws coming for Cade Anderson.
He hasn't made a basket other than a three.
No.
And so that one rolled off for him, but he certainly lit it up from beyond the arc.
He can push the lead back up to their largest of 31 with these free throws as he gets the first one. 19 now for Cade Anderson to lead all scorers. And gets the second as well.
Yeah, nice looking young man. He's a 6'4", and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah. Up the floor comes Delta. Bundy with it left wing. Goes to the junction to Cleaver. One dribble. He'll take the 12-footer off the rim, no good, and the rebound taken by Anderson.
Now all of a sudden there's a lid again on that basket as Delta's had a couple of looks there. It just won't go down.
31-point lead right now for the Patriots. Left wing with it, Hansen. Pass inside to Chase. They'll skip it out. They go into the corner. Now Fulmer drives in, has an open lane, blocked and a foul called, and free throws coming for Jacob Fulmer.
Yeah, pretty good contact up there, Jet Rollinson. He goes up, and it's just a collision up in midair.
Second foul on Rollinson, second team foul. American Heritage is a perfect 4 for 4 from the line in the game. All those coming in this second half. Fulmer keeps it going as he makes the first, and then the largest lead is now 32.
I saw Kachinga come off the bench, and I thought he was headed to the score table, and then I think maybe the coach says, no, stay over here.
Quentin Hunsaker into the game. Fulmer makes them both. Timeout called by Coach Winatana. So we'll take it with him. A Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. 5:22 to go in the game with this 3A boys quarterfinal. It is American Heritage 57, Delta 24 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
It's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore, and they continue to increase ways to serve their customers. Service Drug doesn't just do compounding, but they are equipped to do both regular and sterile compounding. They can help you reach your weight loss goals with custom-made weight loss injections. With delivery to Nephi, East Millard County, and surrounding areas, Service Drug has you taken care of. Call 435-864-2545 with any questions. Dedicated to your good health and good value, Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the American First Event Center as we come out of that Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. 57-24, American Heritage leads Delta. The Patriots well on their way to playing Richfield tomorrow night. Bundy goes left wing to Robinson. Up top to Bundy, swing it right wing Rawlinson. Tried to pass inside, knocked away, but Cleaver still gathers it. Backs down the defense, puts the shot, no good, but free throws coming for Brody Cleaver.
Yeah, nice job by Brody. That's his game. He's got great footwork, great hands to go catch that deflected pass, gets it up to the rim.
Luke Skaggs will pick up his third foul, third team foul.
I was gonna say, Robert, I'll let you call this free throw. I was just gonna make a.
First one is good for Cleaver.
Had a chance to talk briefly with the director of the Utah High School Activity Association, Rob Cuff, earlier today. He's done such a nice job. I believe he's going to retire at the end of the year, and we will certainly miss him. He's been a great leader for that organization and for athletics throughout the state of Utah, and I just wanted to mention that I really appreciate his efforts and what he's brought to all the different sports in Utah.
Yeah. Hunsaker with it left side. Offensive foul on the screen, away from the ball. Luke Skaggs will pick up his fourth. That's the fourth team foul as well. Corver Pace into the game, and Bodie Schertz into the game for Delta.
Caden
Colsty as well. Rollinson, Cleaver, and Robinson sit down. Bundy steps into a three as the defense collapsed away from him, and it's rebounded by Hunsaker.
Yeah, had another clean look, just isn't going tonight.
Right side high with it, Hunsaker, guarded by Pace. Bounces down the lane. Kick it back out. Hunsaker hands it off to Hansen. Hansen off the screen, curls down the left side of the lane, kick to the corner to Anderson. Three on the way, off the backboard, no good. And the rebound taken by Fulmer, no good to the left hand. Bundy had the rebound, it got poked away. He dives for it and gets it to Schertz.
Great effort there by Bronco to go get that. Regardless of who's out there for American Heritage, they still run that same offense.
Traveling on Delta as Corver Pace got in the lane and kind of stutter step coming to a stop.
They do a good job with it. Again, it's a high ball screen. It's the drive to the basket, kick to the corners or to the wings, and they're hitting the threes. And Coach Winnetana's done a nice job with this group. He's got them well drilled in what they like to do.
Hansen with it. Comes up top to Fulmer. Left side high. Goes to Hunsaker. Hunsaker looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Skaggs. 3:40 to go in the game. Pass down the lane and a reach-in foul called on Corver Pace. That will be his third team foul on Delta.
Yeah, came from the wing. Tried to poke that away and just got a little too much arm there.
Into the game now for Delta for the first time. Clayton Jenks.
Davis Covey.
Yep.
Freshman going to get some time. He's a 6'1 freshman, very, very athletic. You're going to see a lot of him over the next few years.
Pass in, got tipped away, picked up by Pace. Pace down the floor, and he loses the handle on it. Picked back up by Anderson for American Heritage. Up top it goes.
Caden Colsey down inside there. It's getting a little chippy.
Three-pointer from Skaggs, no good, and the rebound to Pace.
Yeah, nice job defensively once again. I was just watching Caden down in there kind of fighting, and maybe a little smaller than his opponent, but he'll get after it with him.
Pass goes left side underneath is Bodie Schertz, and he draws the foul on the basket. So Schertz with a chance for the and one.
Yeah, nice job.
Rustin Collister also into the game for Delta as well.
Yeah, next year you'll see Bodie back. Corver Pace will be back. And, of course, Covey will be there, too.
Colsty, the offensive rebound. Gets it back up and in over the front of the rim.
Yeah, I love the effort. Stuck in there, got that rebound, and just went right back under and looped it up and in.
On the right wing with it is Anderson. Tried to pass to the corner, and his teammate had cut away. So out of bounds it goes. A Patriot turnover. their 13th.
Kicks Riding, I think, is going to jump off the bench and come in for Delta as well.
Looks like it.
Yep. Kicks a junior
Caden
at 6
Colston.
foot. Yeah. Kicks a nice. He's such a good kid. Works so hard. You'll see him on the floor a lot next year as well.
Left side high with it is Riding. Bounces inside for Covey. Back out to Riding. To the wing to Pace. Pace cut off on the drive. Comes back out as they swing it around. Pace now with the right side. Dribbles in. Lost the handle on it. Out of bounds it goes. American Heritage ball.
Yeah, the help was just there. That's just a tough one right there. Just lost the handle.
2:28 to go in the game. 57-30. American Heritage leads. Pass comes in to Hanson in the backcourt. Guarded tight by Schertz. Gets it ahead to Anderson, and a timeout will be called. With 2:22 to go in the game, a Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout. Drew Bay Chevrolet, they'll make sure you get a great deal and a great experience at Drew Bay Chevrolet on every vehicle that rolls off the lot in Delta. 57-30 your score on the Levitt Group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Coveview Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, out of the Drew Bay Chevrolet timeout, 57-30. American Heritage leads at Delta. Kate Anderson with a backdoor pass over the shoulder for Fulmer. Misses off the left side. Covey the rebound for the Rabbits.
Yeah, great feed. You're right. He threw it right over his shoulder to him and just didn't finish on the layup.
Rustin Collister left wing comes up top to Pace. Pace goes into the corner to Schertz, rises for three, off the rim, no good. Kicks Riding the rebound, one dribble, goes back up, off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound, goes back up and in, kicks Riding with the basket.
Yeah, way to hang tough in there as Kicks missed the first one, hung around, got the rebound, and then had to reach back from behind the backboard to lay that in. That was pretty athletic.
57-32 now your score. Hanson crosses over, has an open lane all the way to the rim, puts up the runner, no good. Tips his own rebound, but it goes to Corver Pace for Delta. Coach Jeffrey yelling to set it up. He's going to drive all the way in on the right side, misses off the glass, and the rebound taken by the Patriots.
Yeah, it just wouldn't stay down for him. It just kind of rolls off the front of the rim. And now Delta, obviously, this one's obviously over, but playing for a little pride right here, see if they can get another stop.
Pass comes up top to Hunsaker. Off the pick and pop screen, they go left wing now to Fulmer for three. Off the rim, no good. Pace the rebound for the Rabbits. They'll bring it the other way. 25-point lead. Kicks Riding, sets for three. Short off the rim. Long rebound. He gets it. He'll drive back in, does Riding, and draws the foul. Free throws coming for Kicks Riding.
Yeah, Kicks from this angle right. We had the same angle. You could see it was going to come off, and he saw it too. Went right back in the lane, picked it up, and just stepped right up against the defense. Just couldn't get it to go, but I like his game.
First free throw is good from Riding. He has 3 points off the bench. And got the second one as well. 57-34, 23-point lead for American Heritage with under a minute to go in this quarterfinal game. The Patriots will move on to play Richfield at 9:10 tomorrow night. Bodie Schertz with the steal in the backcourt, drives in and draws the foul. Free throws coming for Bodie Schertz.
Yeah, Bodie's really had a pretty nice afternoon here. He's come off the bench and has given him some nice minutes. And every minute he gets on the floor is just going to make him better and better for the future.
And he hits the first one. He's now 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
As I mentioned, 6'1", very athletic, quarterback on the football team.
Second free throw, in and out, rebound to Covey. He'll go back up and in on the left side.
Good for him. Nice effort as hangs around the basket, picks it up, lays it back in.
Makes it a 20-point game. Again, we're down to 35 seconds to go, just 4 seconds from the shot clock and game clock. Hansen with it up top. Goes right corner to Skaggs. Skaggs right to left. Kicks it to the wing to Anderson. They come back out to Hansen, down to 10 on the shot clock. Left wing Skaggs. A lob out for Fulmer, down to 4. Fulmer behind the back, and he's not going to get a shot off, so a shot clock violation on the Patriots. With 2.5 seconds left, Delta will get it back, as American Heritage, though, will move on here in the state tournament to play Richfield tomorrow night here at Southern Utah University. Delta will drop down to play at this same time tomorrow, as Bodie Shirts a 3 at the horn, missed it short, and 57-37 is your final. The number 3 seed American Heritage Patriots move on with a win over number 6 Delta on the Leva group of Delta and Fillmore scoreboard. We'll take the break and come back with our Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
At Drew Bay Chevrolet, our service department is more than just a repair shop. It's part of our community. You'll always find a welcoming smile, honest answers, and service that fits your schedule and budget. From routine maintenance to major repairs, our factory-trained technicians use state-of-the-art equipment to get the job done right the first time. We service all makes and models, so no matter what you drive, we've got you covered. We offer competitive prices and quality you can trust, backed by world-class service with a hometown feeling. Experience a better way at Drew Bay Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health Delta Community Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University as the American Heritage Patriots get the win over the Delta Rabbits 57-37 to wrap up the boys portion of the day here at the 3A state tournament. And this is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. They're growing and they're hiring. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com to learn more. Ken, your takeaway from this game?
Wow. I knew it would be a tall task for the Rabbits. Even though they got the victory earlier in the year, this is a different team that we saw here tonight. Of course, they've added Kajinga in there. That's just a rim protector. He does a little bit of everything, double-double. Delta just that first half, just could not get a shot to fall. We saw the shooting percentages were atrocious in that first half. And the second half, I was very pleased. They came back out, had a better effort, made the score a little more respectable there. But hats off to American Heritage. It's a good ball club. They've got length, they've got shooters, they got rim protectors, they've got a little bit of everything. I'm really, really interested to see how that game tomorrow night's going to go with Richfield and American Heritage. Now, Delta, they've still got things to play for. That's what I love about the 3A tournament is you're not done.
Yep.
You move into the consolation bracket. There's you know what? You don't hold your head down about that. Come back, get a win tomorrow night, and play for that consolation championship. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's just good for your kids to experience this down here.
Yeah, very, very true. Let's look at our final stats in this one. Again, we appreciate Brad James. He's doing those stats for us this weekend. And first off, for American Heritage, they're led today by Cade Anderson, 20 points in this one. He goes 6 for 9 from 3. He had 5 rebounds to go along with it, along with 3 assists. 16 points from James Matson with 4 assists. And then he did fell out of the game. I didn't realize that he fouled out, but he fouled out of the game apparently. And then there are also 7 points for Josu Kajinga with 7 rebounds. And he also had 6 blocks in the game. And then 6 points for McKay Chase with 4 rebounds. And 4 points for Cove Hansen. And then 2 points apiece for Jacob Fulmer and Dallin Castle. Castle also had 3 assists in the game today for the Patriots. As a team, they end up shooting 57% from the floor, 52% from 3, and a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Wow. Coming in this year, they were shooting 56% from the floor. They upped it by 1. How consistent is this team? They're just really good.
On the Delta side of things, they were led today by Bronco Bundy, 10 points, 3 rebounds for Bundy, 8 points for Brody Cleaver with a pair of rebounds and 4 steals, and 5 points off the bench for Bodie Schertz. And then you had 4 points from Kix Riding in this one with 3 rebounds, and 3 points with 6 rebounds for Kobe Driggs, 3 points with 4 rebounds for Jet Rollinson, and then 2 points today for Caden Colsty and for Davis Covey for the Rabbits. They end up shooting 24% from the floor, still just 19% from 3, and then 56% from the free throw line.
In fact, what did they shoot as far as the numbers from the three-point line did they end up with?
They ended up 3 for 16.
3 for 16. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much kind of tells that story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just got to shoot a little bit better.
Yep. And then the rebound battle in this one was also won by Delta in the second half especially. They win at 28-25 total rebounds. The Patriots didn't have 1 offensive rebound in this game, while Delta did have 13 offensive rebounds. That could be interesting to watch against Richfield tomorrow.
And that tells you something else as well. You don't have to go get a lot of offensive rebounds when you're shooting 76%, in that first half from the field. So that's a little bit. But
they were 4 for 14 in the second half.
In the second half, Delta did a nice job keeping them off the offensive glass. So you're right. That's something to watch for tomorrow night.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But looking at the turnover stats in this one, turnovers for the American Heritage Patriots, they finished with 18 compared to just 12 for Delta. And then those of you watching on Centracom Team Hive can see that Delta did get 15 more shots. They also got 12 more free throws, but American Heritage was just making all their shots, especially early.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, is you got to put the ball through the hoop. A good friend of mine, Dean Fowles, told me that. He says it's a pretty simple game when you look at it. All you got to do is put that orange ball through the cylinder, and you're going to win. And
that's right.
And tonight, American Heritage just figured out how to do that a little better. They shot, great percentage. It's amazing to what they did to come down here. They travel all the way down here. They shoot in a facility they're not used to, and they shoot a little better than their yearly percentage. So.
Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah, your coach Rand James for Richfield, he'll make the comment often when I ask him the key to the game. He says, score more than them.
A pretty simple analogy there, isn't it?
That's right.
Very true, though.
So there's your final stats in this one. Again, it is American Heritage over Delta, 57-37. We got a Delta player of the game as well. When you look at this one, I don't know who you have in mind there, Ken. There's obviously a few that you can look at.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I liked Bronco Bundy's effort in the second half. Didn't score a whole lot in the first half, and it looked like he just came out in the second half and said, okay, I'm one of the senior leaders. I've got to come out and be a little more physical in this game. I've got to put put some points on the board, and I thought he did that. He finishes with 10, gave him a nice effort tonight, so I'd go with Bronco. And I'd give a shout out, honestly, to Bodie Schertz is coming off the bench. I thought he gave him a nice lift too.
Yeah, he did. Very true. So there you go. There's your player of the game here inside the Sunrise Engineering post-game show, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Ken, any final thoughts on this game?
It's one of those that if you're Delta, you know what, you feel bad about it, but you live to play again tomorrow. You come back, say, okay, come tonight, cheer for the girls, and let's throw this one off and come back and get a win, and let's play 2 more games here and make this a really good experience down here at SUU. As far as American Heritage, I think they're feeling really good about where they're at.
Yeah.
Now, they've got a monster game tomorrow night, and I said that might be one of the best games of the tournament. We'll see, but I think it's 2 quality teams that are going to really match up well together, and it'll be fun to watch. But you know what? I was a ball. It was fun to be here with you, Robert. I appreciate you having me down here. This tournament, there's nothing better than tournament time.
Yep, it's a lot of fun, that's for sure, and appreciate you on the call. And coming up next, we will have Morgan and Emory. That'll be just a TV-only game. Centracom Team Hive will step off the air on the radio side for a few minutes, and we'll come back for the 5:51 for both entities with North Sanpete and Grantsville, followed by Delta and Union. Then the final game of the night on Centracom Team Hive and KSL Sports with Canyon View and Layton Christian at 9:10 tonight here at SUU. So we're going to hop off the air. Coming up here in a little bit, Tyler Quigley and Dustin Shakespeare will bring you coverage of Emory Morgan girls, the first quarterfinal girls game of the day here from the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. He's Ken Nielsen. I'm Robert Lovell. Thank you for listening and watching, and have a great day, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Centracom Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.